Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and today we're going to be looking once again at Lord of the Lost. Now, I've covered this band many times, so really it's no surprise I'm going to be looking at them again, and today's actually going to be the second cover version we've looked at this week. In fact, it's the second one in a row, because just a couple of days ago Lord of the Lost released a cover version of The Look by Roxette. Now, as I understand it, Chris Harms, the lead singer from Lord of the Lost, was quite a big fan of Roxette, which was a Swedish pop band from, I was going to say late 80s, early 90s, I think it was. Now, back in 2019, Marie Fredriksson, the female vocalist from Roxette, sadly passed away, which is rather unfortunate because she was an incredibly talented singer. Well, both of the members of Roxette were incredibly talented singers. Now, like I said, we're looking at a Lord of the Lost cover of this track featuring an artist called Blümchen, who, as I understand it, is otherwise known as Jasmin Wagner, who is a German pop dance music singer, although she does release her music under the name Blümchen, or, as I understand it, that means Blossom. Now, I think Lord of the Lost have done a couple of covers in the past, and, you know, a lot of their music has got that sort of deep, dark, sort of 80s sort of gothic feel, but we've also seen them do some more sort of lively music. So seeing them do a cover of The Look should be interesting. Now, they've also got somewhat of an interesting sound for this kind of piece of music, so I'm very intrigued to see what they've done with it. So, I've got lyrics here. I mean, like I said, it's a pretty well-known song, but, you know, we might just talk about the lyrics anyway, because, you know, maybe back in the day people didn't look into what the actual song itself was about. There might not be a very deep meaning in it, with it being sort of 80s, 90s era sort of pop rock sort of thing. So, but we'll see. So we'll jump into this song and see what we've got. So, we've got The Look by Lord of the Lost. Let's have a look.
Juvenile scam, never was a quitter, tasty like a raindrop. She's got the look, heavenly bound. Cause heaven's got a number when she's spinning me around. Kissing is a color, loving is a wild dog. She's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look. What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la. She's got the look.
Oh dear Lord.
Fire in the eyes, make it to the T-bone is a lover's disguise. Banging on the head drum, shaking like a mad bull. She's got the look.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love it.
Swaying to the band, moving like a hammer, she's a miracle man. Loving is the ocean, kissing is the wet sand. She's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look. What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la. She's got the look. She's a juvenile scam, never was a quitter, tasty like a raindrop. She's got the look. She goes. She's got the look. She's got the look. What in the world can make a brunette girl turn blue? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la. She's got the look. What in the world can make you so blue? When everything I'll ever do, I do for you. And I go la 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 la. She's got the look. Wackensekt! Und hier!
We'll let the credits run just to see if anything else happens.
Das könnt ihr lauter. She's got the look. Wacken! She's got the look. Und alle! Komm! She's got the look. Vielen Dank, Blümchen!
All right, so there was nothing else after the credits there, but you know, let the people who made the video get their screen time because they deserve it. What a great version of that song! You know, that was such a fun video. You know, I've covered many cover versions of songs on this channel, and I've always said that, you know, I like cover versions so long as they respect the original track, and they absolutely most definitely did that here. You know, I've covered a couple of cover versions that have been a little bit there's one that I particularly loathed and I got a lot of flack for that, but I don't care. This is my personal opinion, you know. I'm not saying that's how everybody should feel, but this was just a brilliant version of an already great track. You know, you could tell they had immense fun making this video, and it was a great version. You know, they respected the original piece of music, but they put their own twist on it in a way. You know, it was almost a carbon copy of the original track. You know, they didn't really change very much, but you know, they've done the original Roxette song with their own sound, and their sound actually worked so well with this piece of music. You know, I don't know why I didn't see it before, but yeah, I mean, you know, they started off with the all black clothing, you know, the PVC, the dark makeup, you know, the very gothic sort of style that we've come to expect from Lord of the Lost, and then suddenly it's all fluorescent candy colours and makeup and hair and stuff like that. It was hilarious. It was brilliant, and I absolutely loved it. Like I said, you can obviously tell they had a great amount of fun making this video. You know, they didn't take themselves too seriously, and if you follow them on like Facebook and things like that, you can see that they don't take themselves too seriously, and that's something I really love about this band. You know, a lot of their music sounds very serious. A lot of it sounds very dark and sort of foreboding sort of thing. But when you actually look at the band themselves, they don't take themselves seriously. They know how to have fun, you know, and this was a perfect example of that. It was a fantastic video. It was so fun. And like I said, I love this song already, you know, because back in the day when Roxette were like really, really big, I was a really big fan of Roxette. I really enjoyed the music. So, you know, it was a great version, you know. The fact that Lord of the Lost sound fits so well with this piece of music is really quite impressive. And you know, the vocal style as well, because obviously normally Chris Harms normally sings with a much sort of deeper vocal style. You know, he's got a very deep and very rich voice, but in here it's slightly elevated. You know, there's a little bit of grit, a little bit of distortion in vocal style, which again was similar to the male singer whose name I can't recall, Per Haken Gessler, I think. You know, so, you know, he sort of mimicked it, but again put his own sort of spin on it, and yeah, it was wonderful. I loved it. And the Blümchen, you know, she had a great and powerful voice, which again matches Marie Fredriksson from the original version. You know, she had an incredibly powerful voice, and Blümchen matches that power, that intensity, and you know, again, she does justice to the original track, which is something that I really appreciate when I listen to a cover version. So, like I said, you know, it's an old song. A lot of people are probably familiar with the lyrics, but we'll look at them anyway. I've never actually examined the lyrics to the song, and normally you can hear them quite clearly, so you sort of get an idea of what the song's about. But we'll look at them anyway, just, you know, just for the hell of it, because that's kind of my thing. You know, so it's obviously about a very strong, independent woman, basically. I mean, it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4. Walking like a man, hitting like a hammer. She's a juvenile scam. Never was a quitter. Tasty like a raindrop. She's got the look. Heavenly bound, 'cause heaven's got a number. When she's spinning me around. Kissing is a colour. Her loving is a wild dog. She's got the look. So immediately, it's sort of, the first couple of lines hints at her sort of very sort of confident persona. You know, it says walking like a man, hitting like a hammer. So, you know, she's got the confidence. You know, she's not going to be walked over. You know, she's got that sort of presence. You know, walking like a man, hitting like a hammer. Never was a quitter. Tasty like a raindrop. So while she's got this sort of, what's the word I'm looking? While she's got this sort of presence, you know, she's got this very, no, I wouldn't say dominating. You know, she's got this sort of confidence about her. While she's got this confidence, while she's not going to be messed with by anybody, she's still, well, it says tasty like a raindrop, so that kind of sort of suggests, you know, sweet and pure to me. And it says she's got the look, you know, so she looks great. Heavenly bound, because heaven's got a number, so maybe she looks like an angel, dresses like an angel. You know, she looks again sweet and innocent, but again she's got that confidence not to be. When she's spinning me around, kissing is a colour. You know, kissing is a colour. You know, maybe like kissing this person sort of sets off fireworks. You know, makes you see all these bright colours because it's such an invigorating experience. Her loving is a wild dog, so while she may come across as sweet and innocent, you know, she's passionate as well, you know. Then it goes into that chorus. She's got the look, she's got the look, she's got the look. What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue when everything I'll ever do, I'll do for you? And I go, la, 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 she's got the look. So, you know, she's got the look. She looks great. She's wonderful. What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? You know, what can make this girl feel so sad? Because apparently, you know, it suggests here, what in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue when everything I'll ever do, I'll do for you, you know? What could possibly be making you feel sad or, you know, down, depressed, whatever? You know, what could possibly do that for you when you've got so much going for you? And when, you know, everything I do in life, I'm doing specifically for you, you know, because I want to... Everything I do, I want to make you happy. I want to please you. So what in the world could make you so sad? You know. Fire in the ice, naked to the T-bone. It's a lover's disguise. Banging on the head drum, shaking like a mad bull. She's got the look. Swaying to the band, moving like a hammer. She's a miracle man. Loving is the ocean. Kissing is the wet sand. She's got the look. So fire in the ice. So, like, again, that suggests sort of a deep sort of passion within, possibly, you know, maybe she puts on this sort of icy exterior, you know, this sort of cold exterior maybe, but there is a passion there. Naked to the T-bone, not entirely sure. It's a lover's disguise. Again, you know, this could be, you know, putting up the front of confidence maybe, and inside, you know, she's, I don't know. Banging on the head drum, shaking like a mad bull. She's got the look. Swaying to the band, moving like a hammer, you know, so moving like a hammer. So there's an elegance to it, but it's impactful. She's a miracle man. Loving is the ocean. Kissing is the wet sand. You know, loving is the ocean. It's a beautiful but powerful thing. Kissing is the wet sand. I'm not sure about that one. Again, and then it goes into that chorus. She's got the look. She's got the look. She's got the look. What in the world can make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? When everything I ever do, I'll do for you. And I go la 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 la. She's got the look. And then it goes back to the first. Yeah, it goes back to the first verse. Walking like a man, hitting like a hammer. She's a juvenile scam. Never was a quitter. Tasty like a raindrop. She's got the look. She goes na 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 la da 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 da, yeah, etc. Yeah, she's got the look, and then it does the chorus again. She's got the look. What in the world can make the brown-eyed girl turn blue? And then towards the end it goes, what in the world can make you so blue? When everything I'll ever do, I'll do for you. And I go la 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 la, na 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 na, etc. And you know, the song closes. So you know, it suggests, you know, like it's talking about this incredibly confident woman who is still sort of pure, innocent and fragile on the inside maybe, and there's a passion sort of there behind it. So yeah, it just sounds like it's talking about a confident woman who still has a fragile edge, possibly. I could be completely mistaken, I don't know, you know. But, you know, like I said, this is a sort of late 80s, early 90s song. I can't remember exactly when when the original came out. But that's the sort of thing it seems to suggest. And, you know, I loved the original song when it first came out, and I love Lord of the Lost's version. You know, that sudden switch between the sort of dark, sort of gothic thing that we've come to know Lord of the Lost for, and then switching to this fluorescent, candy-coloured, you know, sort of playing around sort of thing. It was brilliant. It was very entertaining. And, you know, there was some very silly facial expressions in there. One of them actually reminded me of the, I can't remember, was it Blue Steel from Zoolander? You know, one of the looks reminded me of that. And, you know, it was a great fun video. I really, really enjoyed that, you know. And a great fun piece of music. But what else can I say about that? I don't know what else I can say about that, except it was just a brilliant, brilliant cover version. Like I said, I always appreciate when a cover version is done, when a band respects the original material. And not all bands do that, unfortunately. But this was a great version of a great song, and I loved it. But I really don't know what else I can say about that, so I'll leave that as it is. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and a subscribe if you haven't already, because it really, really would help the channel out. You know, I spend a lot of time making these videos, I put a lot of effort into them, and at the moment they're just sort of disappearing off into the algorithm and not getting suggested to people. And, you know, that's kind of disheartening, because, you know, I've been doing this for about 5 years, maybe longer, and you know, I like to think that I bring something different that other reactors might not, or many reactors don't. You know, most of them look at a music video and go, yeah, that's good, or that's okay, or no, I didn't like that at all. You know, I like to think that I sort of delve more into it and sort of maybe help people more understand the actual song that we're looking at. You know, I mean, I'm just giving my honest opinions on the song. You know, I could be way off on what the song itself means, but you know, that's another great thing about music. You know, one piece of music can mean something different to each person who listens to it. I'm just talking about what I think it is, you know, and I've covered songs that cover like some really heavy subjects like depression, suicide, anxiety, you know, veterans being left out on the streets, and you know, homelessness, and you know, domestic violence. You know, we've covered all these sorts of subjects, and some people just hearing the tracks, you know, might not have immediately made that connection. And you know, I like to think that what I do might help people make that connection. And you know, there are some people who just don't understand heavy metal at all. They just think it's all about violence, evil, murder, and sacrifice. You know, they have this misconception that there's no depth to heavy metal music. And you know, maybe what I'm doing is helping them understand it. You know, so if I can bring this sort of thing to people, you know, all the better. And I like to think, you know, I might be introducing people to bands they've never heard before, you know, because the reason I did this was so that, well, I've got a love for music, and so I could discover new music from you, you know, all of you lot suggesting songs for me to listen to. And I've discovered a number of new bands that I'd never heard of, Lord of the Lost being one of them. You know, I'd not heard of them before I did this channel, you know, so, you know, if I can introduce somebody to a new band, that's great. If someone can introduce me to a new band, that's fantastic. You know, so if you could like and subscribe, it really, really would help me out. It would really, really help the channel out. It would, you know, doesn't cost anything. It takes a fraction of a second, and, you know, it makes all the difference. But that's all I've got for you today. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
She's got the look. She's got the look.